The Rams gave up a king's ransom to land the reigning Defensive Player of the Year. But weeks later, that star pass rusher still hasn't practiced a single time. At what point does caution start looking like something more serious? Stick around because this situation deserves a closer look. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're breaking down the growing questions surrounding Myles Garrett's absence from Rams practice and whether fans in Los Angeles should genuinely be concerned. Let's get into it. The Los Angeles Rams sent shockwaves through the entire league when they gave up a massive haul to acquire Myles Garrett. That trade instantly turned a Super Bowl hopeful into the undisputed team to beat across the NFC, especially if Los Angeles also manages to bring Aaron Donald back from retirement, giving them arguably the most terrifying defensive front in the league. The only problem right now is that Garrett has barely done much of anything since actually arriving in Los Angeles, as he continues dealing with a lingering knee injury. And while the organization insists they're simply erring on the side of caution, the clock is ticking, and there's still no clear sign of the star pass rusher returning to the practice field. According to the New York Post's Michael J. Duarte, the entire situation is starting to raise some legitimate questions. At some point, caution starts looking suspiciously like concern, Duarte reported. For the Los Angeles Rams and superstar Myles Garrett, they're not there yet. But after another practice came and went Tuesday without the reigning NFL Defensive Player of the Year on the field, Rams fans can be forgiven for starting to ask questions. To be fair, the Rams still have 2 full weeks remaining before their season opener in Australia against the San Francisco 49ers. That's a reasonable buffer of time for a player to work through a minor injury without any real cause for panic. That said, every single day Garrett doesn't practice with his new team is another day where this so-called minor knee injury starts looking a little more significant than originally described. For now, there's no reason to sound the alarm, Duarte added. Every missed practice will make that mysterious knee injury just a little harder to ignore. Here's where things get genuinely interesting from a speculation standpoint. Some observers have even wondered whether the Cleveland Browns were already fully aware of this knee condition when they made the surprising decision to trade Garrett away in the first place. To be clear, there's no firm evidence currently confirming that theory, but the timing and circumstances have certainly fueled some outside speculation. Whatever the actual explanation turns out to be, Garrett should realistically be just fine even without accumulating a full slate of practice reps before the season starts. Elite players with his level of talent and experience have returned from limited practice time before and performed at a high level. But this is absolutely a situation worth monitoring closely as the season opener continues to approach. For a Rams team that gave up significant draft capital specifically to acquire a game-wrecking pass rusher, having him sidelined for extended stretches of training camp isn't the ideal build-up anyone in the organization was hoping for. Chemistry with new teammates, familiarity with the scheme, and simply getting game-ready reps all matter, especially for a player stepping into a new system and locker room for the first time. If Garrett is truly dealing with nothing more than standard load management or a minor tweak, this entire story becomes a non-issue the moment he steps onto the field in Week 1. But if these missed practices continue piling up as the opener gets closer, Rams fans have every right to start paying closer attention to updates coming out of training camp. So what's your take? Is this genuinely nothing to worry about? Or is the silence around Garrett's knee injury a red flag heading into the season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button. Subscribe for more Rams and NFL coverage all season long, and I'll see you in the next video.